Hi guys and welcome to another FIFA 23 video. It is Monday, it is 6 PM and EA have released another Winter Wildcards SBC. There is also some player pick packs that have now been added into the game as well. And the video will be a little bit later today because it's currently half time between Liverpool and Villa. So that's why now was a good time to be able to do the video, because I was watching the game when it hit 6 PM. I just don't get this SBC. I don't get the price of this SBC at all. I think Rodrigo de Paul, who was released a few days ago, is still, I mean, I've completed him, but I think is still a valid SBC. I think it was only 2 segments, no more than 50,000 coins. But Toni Kroos, don't get me wrong, has got some nice stats to him. First of all, he's been given a massive pace boost. He's been given 5-star, 5-star, which I don't think his previous cards have a beat. I'm pretty certain of that. You can only use him as a centre mid, again the same as Rodrigo de Paul, and we'll compare the two cards a little bit in a second. And there are some nice stats to him, don't get me wrong, in a lot of areas. And nothing going on in terms of player traits. I just don't understand where they've got these pricings for. 83 rated with 285s, 84 with a Team of the Week. Team of the Weeks are very expensive to buy off the market because EA obviously stopped Team of the Weeks when the World Cup was taking place. I know that the Premier League has returned. I don't think any of the other major European leagues have returned as of yet, so I don't even know when Team of the Week is even coming back. Now, yes, there is a Team of the Week upgrade pack available in the game at the moment for SBCs, but even so, you're having to put more of your fodder into that to get your Team of the Week. And then you got to, I mean, to be fair, it is an 81 plus Team of the Week pack, but if you get an 81, you know, as your Team of the Week player, you might even have to throw an 85, you know, into this segment along with 84s. To get your rating if you get unlucky with your Team of the Week pull if you don't already have any in your club. So there's problems. An 85 rated with 286s in, and then an 87 rated squad. Tradable packs back and all that type of thing, but I don't know if it's just me. I'm not excited for that card at all. Yeah, he's been given like a 25 pace boost, which does make him more usable, but I don't think it's enough even with the 5-star to justify his cost. Yes, he gets a perfect link to want to watch Antonio Rudiger and all that type of thing, or even just to the regular gold Rudiger, at the same time. But you look at someone like Rodrigo de Paul, who, fair enough, Toni Kroos, you could probably still class as a world-class footballer. You probably couldn't say that for Rodrigo de Paul. So there's that appeal there, because obviously you probably want to use more better known players of an ultimate team than, I mean, some people probably aren't too bothered, but there are some people that think, wow, I'd love to use an insane Toni Kroos compared to a Rodrigo de Paul. But when you compare the two of them, I mean, de Paul's got more pace. I mean, there's not much in it. There's not really too much in the shooting either. The massive differences come only really in the passing, the 6+ difference there. But apart from that, they're very similar cards. Yeah, Rodrigo de Paul's 4-star, 4-star, but I don't really think you're missing out with a 4-star, 4-star compared to the 5-star, 5-star on Toni Kroos, because if he was a striker, for example, or a striker with 5-star, 5-star, you're going to get the benefits a lot more of the skills and weak foot on a striker as a 5-star, 5-star than the centre mid who's playing in a much more deeper role. And I look at the card and I just think, yes, he is good, but is there enough to justify spending or putting in a lot of fodder into this card? No, I wouldn't. And as well, I want to look at Schweinsteiger before we finish off this video. I think his SBC is still valid. That will be another very interesting comparison, because a lot of people highly rated the Schweinsteiger. Let's have a look at him. So these first two aren't going to cost much at all. Okay, bronze and silvers. 83 rated. 86 rated. I didn't think it went up that much, to be fair, but okay. And then an 87 rated. The good thing about this one is, if you've got FUT Champions players left, you can put one of those in there. With the Toni Kroos, you've got to put a Team of the Week. So if you've got a FUT Champions player, you can throw that in there. So, but, ultimately, only 3 segments. So an 83, 86, and 87. He's going to come out at a roughly similar price to Toni Kroos. He can link to anyone. Similar prices, same position. I want to compare the two cards. Because I would argue Bastian Schweinsteiger is a far better player within this game. That's the prime one that we've picked there by accident. I think the other one's a 90 rated, isn't it, or something like that, his SBC one. Great dynamic image as well on him. That has got less pace, same shooting, less passing, far better defending and physicality, slightly worse dribbling, but on the whole, I think is a much more well-rounded, fair enough, 3-star, but I think on the whole is a much more better rounded player than Toni Kroos, in my opinion. Can you use him as a CDM? No, you can use him as a left mid. You'd be mad to use him there, but I'm telling you right now, in terms of 2 centre mids, I'd be picking him. 100% I'd be picking him. That's my thoughts on it anyway. I'd like to know what you guys think. I think Toni Kroos, bit of a disappointing card on the whole, despite the 5-star, and the massive pace increase. I'd stay clear of him. I genuinely would do Bastian Schweinsteiger instead. I think he's a better card, in my opinion. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later.